This video explains in detail the standard operating procedure on inspections and desk review to be undertaken. Desk review of establishments. A desk review of all establishments is conducted at least once a year using a structured three-stage process. Nudge and watch. During the first 3 months, establishments are monitored and prompted to comply with regulations. E-verification. At the start of the 3rd month, an electronic verification is carried out to assess compliance. Physical inspection (ESCN). If non-compliance persists, a physical inspection or issuance of an electronic show cause notice (ESCN) is initiated at the start of the 4th month. Priority matrix for identifying default. A priority matrix is used to identify and address defaults efficiently. Hybrid mode of SOP implementation. The process follows a hybrid approach, combining both digital and physical methods for effective implementation of the standard operating procedures, SOP. Identifying and nudging defaulters. Identification of defaulters. Defaulters are identified through various parameters such as non-filing of electronic Challan cum return, ECR. Variations in ECR submissions. Periodic desk reviews. Other relevant sources. Nudging methods, 3 months. To encourage compliance, the following nudging methods are employed over a period of 3 months. Emails. SMS. Pop-up notifications in the employer portal. Outcome. Establishments that file their ECR and remit dues are removed from the defaulters list. Start of the 3rd month. At the beginning of the 3rd month, the system automatically deploys a notification in the employer's login portal. This notification requests the employer to declare any outstanding dues and remit them promptly. The employer is then asked to declare closure by confirming the payment of dues. A time period of 30 days is provided for the employer to complete this process. Date of exit, DO, process. The process for marking the date of exit, DO, for employees involves several steps to ensure accuracy and compliance. Marking DO. The employer must mark the date of exit for each employee on the portal. Employee confirmation. The employee must confirm the DO. Dispute raised within 30 days. If the employee disputes the DO within 30 days, the establishment is added to the list for physical inspection. No dispute in 30 days. If no dispute is raised within 30 days, the establishment is marked as closed. Dispute raised after 30 days. If a dispute is raised after 30 days, it is treated as a complaint. Dues remitted and accepted. If the establishment remits the dues and the employees accept them, the establishment is marked as closed. Inspection process. Start of 4th month. An electronic show cause notice, ESCN, for inspection is issued through the employer's login portal. Response time. The establishment has 7 days to respond to this notice. Physical inspection. Establishments that are not on the priority list are available for physical inspection. Reallocation. If the designated inspector is unavailable, the inspection is reallocated to another inspector. Inspection timeline and reporting. 5 working days. Inspections are to be completed within 5 working days and ideally allotted on the first working day of the week. Spot inspection report. The spot inspection report must be uploaded immediately upon completion of the inspection. Inspection report components. The final inspection report should include the electronic show cause notice, ESCN. The employer's response. The spot inspection report. Submission. The inspection report, IR, is then submitted to the circle officer by the inspecting official via the e-office system. Inspection report, IR, and compliance. Visibility of IR. The inspection report, IR, will be made visible to the employer through their login portal. Notification and compliance period. The employer will receive an email notification regarding the IR. They are granted 15 days to comply with the findings. Full compliance. If the establishment fully complies with the IR within this period, the case will be closed. Non-production of records. If the establishment fails to produce the necessary records, the IR will be sent to the Circle Officer through the e-Office system for processing prosecution under Section 14 of the Act. Post-inspection scenarios. Scenario 1. Establishment complies and remits dues within 15th days. Payment is verified through the system. Once payment is confirmed, the case is closed. Scenario 2. Partial compliance. If the establishment agrees partially and does not remit the full dues, the partial payment is confirmed. A show cause notice, SCN, and a 7A notice are then issued for the remaining amount. Scenario 3. Non-compliance or disagreement. If the establishment does not respond or disagrees with the findings, an SCN and a 7A notice are issued for the entire outstanding amount. Field Office Desk Review and Prioritization Criteria. The Field Office will conduct a desk review using the following selection and prioritization criteria. All establishments not marked as closed, starting from the oldest registration code. The establishment master list is sorted in ascending order based on the establishment PF code. Physical inspections will only take place after the nudging phase and the completion of the desk review process. In cases where there is insufficient data in the system or office records, triangulation with other available agency data sources, such as the ESIC, GSTN, MCA websites, etc., may be performed. This triangulation helps determine the current activity status of the establishments, example, defaulter, closed, inactive, ... The SOP defines roles for each level as Social Security Assistant Senior Social Security Assistant 2. Collect relevant information. Prepare a review report. Section Supervisor Accounts Officer. Check facts. Make observations. APFC RPFC 2. Take necessary action on discrepancies. Recommend case for physical inspection. Before undertaking a desk review, few requirements are to be met. Minimum 14 months period to be examined for variations in membership and contribution. Part A of the report is available in MIS. Part B has to be prepared manually. Triangulation of data from other sources, GST, ESIC, MCA and other sources. Include any response of the establishment to nudging in desk review and e-file. Periodic desk review has to be completed before start of inspection in all cases where physical inspection is assigned. Enforcement officer to refer to periodic desk review before proceeding for inspection. There are multiple associated activities to periodic desk review. Data cleaning. Marking correct activity status. Correction of establishment details. Updation collection of Form 5A DSC e-sign. Correction of coverage section. Change from Section 1(4) to Section 1(3) on crossing 20 members. Nudging phase would involve following activities: fortnightly nudging by RODU via SMS, emails, letters for a continuous period of 3 months. Content of SMS, emails, letters shall clearly mention observations, discrepancies noted during periodic desk review. Any reply by establishment to be recorded in e-file. In case of no satisfactory reply during the nudging phase of 3 months, request for physical inspection, optional inspection. Nudging communication has to be as per prescribed format. Only in cases where registered email mobile number is not available or email SMS is returned as undelivered, physical letters should be sent to the establishment. Letters sent should not be in nature of show cause notice. Wherein establishments have reported for closure, verify the enclosed proofs of closure. Ensure the date of exit for all employees is marked in accordance with Para 36(2)(b) of the EPF scheme. Confirm contributions are made up to the date of exit for all employees. Physical inspection, if required. Obtain permission for physical inspection through CAIU, Central Analysis and Intelligence Unit, under optional inspection category. There are instances of physical inspections where nudging is not required. VIP complaint cases. In such cases, immediate inspections for high priority or complaint-driven cases. Verification of documents for the purpose of notification under Section 1(4). Inspections necessary for processing exemption applications. There are instances which require immediate attention, cases under IBC NCLT, industrial accident or any specific case assigned by CAIU based on intelligence inputs by field office through ZO. Where physical inspection is necessary, it should be post-nudging for 3 months. Request for physical inspection shall be uploaded on CAIU portal under optional category. Source of information should be marked as PDR. Request consideration by zonal office. Every first working day of week, OIC to assign inspection to available EOs, 1 each. Once inspection is assigned, EO to complete within 5 days, and submit report in 48 hours of conducting inspection. If not received within the week, circle officer to get reasons recorded on file. EO to submit report as per specified annexure. Based on report, ESCN to be sent to registered email ID of establishment. How inspection reports to be handled on receipt. Dealing assistant to put up inspection report on e-file within 3 working days. Circle officer to examine the report, issue necessary directions on e-file within 5 working days. Dealing assistant to record any response received from the establishment. In case of non-production of records by the establishment, IR will be sent to circle officer through e-office for processing of filing prosecution under Section 14 of the Act. Inspection guidelines. Inspection limits. No inspector should have more than 2 pending inspections at any time. Timelines for inspections. Completion. Inspections must be completed within 5 days from the date of assignment. Reporting. Inspection reports must be uploaded within 48 hours after completion. Quality assurance. The circle officer shall ensure the content and quality of the inspection report align with the inspection's purpose. Periodic reviews. Quality of reports to be periodically reviewed by the OIC and zonal heads. Desk review are to be monitored on weekly basis at regional office level whereas fortnightly at zonal level. Thank you for watching. For more such videos, please access our bouquet of courses.